Hi, my name is Desiree. I'm a small business owner. I run an online shop selling on places like Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. If you're into content like this, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and don't forget to hit the like button. Today I'm doing a what sold video and we're going to talk about the things that have sold for me in my online shop over the past 3 weeks. Not gonna lie, sales have definitely slowed down for me. My total number of sales across all 3 platforms was 19 items over the past 3 weeks. Poshmark, I sold 15 items, Mercari, I sold 1 item, and eBay, I sold 3 items. So the first item that sold was this really cute blouse. It was a Madewell kind of tunic striped blouse. I actually think I wore this item a couple times before I decided to go ahead and sell it. It was just so cute, and it was like really oversized, you know, just this kind of like boyfriend looking blouse. It was really cute. I had picked this item up at the bins and paid 78 cents for it. I had it listed, I believe, around the $28 mark. It had been sitting for quite some time and I received an offer for $17 on it and I went ahead and accepted that offer. So after cost of goods and marketplace fees, my profit on this item was $12.82. And that sold on Poshmark. The next item that sold was this Jamaica Jack's silk Hawaiian shirt. Anytime I find these Hawaiian shirts, especially at the bins or like garage sales, I always pick them up. I feel like they're always in style. It's definitely like an older, I think of like an older like dad figure wearing these types of shirts, but for some reason, I mean, they always sell. I feel like the silk ones they're just really, you know, easy, casual. They don't wrinkle a lot. So they're kind of just a nice casual piece for someone, you know, around the house or even vacationing. So this one I had found at the bin. I paid 78 cents for it. I had this one listed around $20 and I received an offer for $15 on this item and I went ahead and accepted that offer. So that left me with a profit of $11.22. And that one was also sold on Poshmark. The next item that sold was this really cool vintage Leslie Faye, this sparkly blazer. It had some buttons down the front of it, this kind of like navy blue, and had scalloping, kind of a scalloped edge, I would say, at the bottom. So this piece, I believe, was in the liquidation estate sale pieces. So I did not pay any money for those items. This one was listed, I believe, at $35 and I received an offer for $32 on this item. So that left me with a profit of $25.60. And that one was on Poshmark. The next item that sold was this Free People Intimately embroidered kind of tunic blouse. It was black with like a gray stitching in it. Really kind of, you know, casual and lightweight. I like Free People Intimately a lot. I feel like when I pick it up, it's definitely something that moves a little faster than like typical Free People, at least for me. All of their pieces are really lightweight and like, I mean, Free People's lightweight anyway, but for some reason the Intimately pieces I feel like flow a lot more. So this piece I had found at the bins and paid $1.66 for it. I believe I had recently just relisted this item using Vendu and it sold for $28. So I had a profit of $20.74 on this top. The next piece that sold was this Madewell. It was called the Prairie Posies. It's this red floral spaghetti strap jumpsuit. Super great condition. I had found this one in my thrift trip when I went thrifting in Lincoln City over spring break on the Oregon coast. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it right here. But I found this item in the Goodwill there and I had it priced at $35. I received an offer for $30 on this piece and I went ahead and accepted that. I did pay a little bit up for this. It was $12.99 in the Goodwill, but it was in great condition and really cute. So I did make a profit of $11.01 on this jumpsuit. And that one sold on Poshmark. The next item I sold was an eBay sale. This one was this Fortune and Ivy wrap, kind of like a faux wrap dress. This was part of the donation box that was given to me from a family member. I'll link that video here if you haven't seen that, but this was part of that. So my cost of goods was $0 on this item. And I received an offer for $20 on eBay and I went ahead and accepted that. So this one was a pretty quick flip. I would say it was listed for, honestly, maybe 3 days. Yeah, this one was listed on May 19th and it sold on May 23rd. So that was a pretty quick flip, and you know, obviously my cost of goods was very low on it. The next item that sold was another eBay sale. This was this vintage Orvis cream sweater, kind of just a button-up cardigan type sweater. Yes, it was last year that I found this item at the bins and paid $1.06 for it. I received an offer on eBay for $22 and I accepted that offer. So the next item that sold was my only Mercari sale, but it was a pretty good sale, so I'm not complaining. This one was this new without tag pair of Vince Camuto knee-high boots. They had these really pretty grommets and they were like the high knee riding style. They were a size 6.5, which is my size, but I decided I would sell. You know, I believe I had just relisted these and they were listed at $85. I had sent out some offers through Mercari, and so I think the offer I sent her was like $75 and she countered with $68. So I was happy to go ahead and accept that. So my cost of goods on this item actually was $0 because I had these from a flip lot that I received last year. So these were actually a donation to my business. So the cost of goods for these was $0 and my profit on this item was $58.73. So I would say, even though it was my only Mercari sale, it was definitely one of my most profitable sales during this time. The next item I sold was this Synergy organic cotton halter maxi dress. I believe this item came from the bins. I paid $1.66 for it. I had this listed, I believe, at $28 and had just lowered prices, and this one sold for $24, and that left me with a profit of $17.54. I didn't really know about this brand when I found it. It just felt really nice when I picked it up at the bins, and when I did my research, it looked like it was, you know, obviously a sustainable brand, which I totally support. So I went ahead and picked it up and gave it a try. I think if I find something like this again, I definitely will pick it up, but I had never heard of this brand, so, you know, maybe just something to look out for. All right, the next item that sold was this new with tag Spanx. It was a full coverage nude bra. I believe this one, yes, was also in my Lincoln City thrift haul. A new with tag piece. So I paid $19.99 for this. I knew that was high, but it was new with tags and Spanx, and I knew it was gonna sell. So I believe I had this listed at $45 and someone offered me $35 for it. So I went ahead and accepted that. And even though my cost of goods was high on this, I still made a profit of $15.01 on this item. And I believe this item was only listed for maybe a month and a half. It was, you know, not quite 60 days. So I would say that's definitely falling in the range of where I want to be selling things. I don't want to be holding on to them for, you know, too much longer after that. So I would say I'm pretty happy with that sale. The next item that sold was a Columbia Omni Shield striped shirt, kind of your button down, performance fishing gear type of shirt. I love picking up these shirts. I feel like they sell, for men and women, sell relatively fast for me. They're really lightweight, quick dry. I think they're great for people that like live, you know, in places where it's a little hotter, or like kind of like your workwear too. If you're outside doing work, it's going to protect you from the sun. Anyhow, I always pick these up. I had recently found this one at the bins. I paid $1 for this item, and I believe I had it listed for $22. I sent out offers, and it sold for $18 with a shipping discount. So my profit was $11.38. The next item that sold was this Talbot's really beautiful sweater. It was called the Carnival Fair Isle pom-pom sweater. It had like pom-poms lined here and then little heart design at the bottom. The cutest thing about it was the buttons on the back. They went all the way down the back. It was just, I don't know, it was just really cute. I found it at the bins I believe earlier this year, maybe around February, and I think I have that in a thrift with me video. I'll link it here if I remember which one, in my bins trip. But anyway, I had just recently relisted this item and it sold for $34. My cost of goods for this item was 95 cents. So that left me with a profit of $26.25. The next item that sold was a bridesmaid's dress. Now, I love finding bridesmaids dresses. Know that they will sit for a while, but when it's that time, they typically are going to sell, and they're going to sell for at least $50, I would say. So that's always a good return, I think, if you find one at the bins, it's, you know, in good shape, or, you know, you just get donations to your business. Always a great find. So Birdie Gray is a pretty popular, you know, brand right now for those. This was the Kai dress. This was a new, like, still in the bag dress that I had received through a flip lot. It had a couple of bridesmaids dresses that were, you know, still in the packaging, and so I ended up buying out that lot, and I believe I paid $7 for this dress. I received an offer for $35 and I went ahead and accepted that, so that left me with a profit of $21 on this item. The next piece I was so happy to sell. This item I found in my Lincoln City trip as well, and if you watch that video, you'll know that I found this dress, was super excited, and when I brought it home, saw some small flaws, but was able to get it fixed. And but you know, I disclosed that in the listing that, you know, it had been sewn. I took pictures and all of those things. So so this item was St. John for L Magnin. So this was a vintage dress, long sleeve sweater dress, and then it had these really beautiful grommets, this grommet detail on the neckline and the wrist. So when I looked at the tag, I could definitely tell it was vintage, and I knew like it was going to be a good item to pick up. So it was teal green sweater, again, these grommets on it. I listed this one in mid-April and it sold on May 26th. I had it listed, I believe I started a little bit high, around like the $95 range, and it's kind of slowly been taking like 10% off here and there. When I sent out offers, I believe they were 30% offers, and someone got this great dress. So it sold for $78 with a shipping discount. My cost of goods was $12.99 for this dress when I found it at the Goodwill, but it's a St. John piece. I mean, you just can't really go wrong with St. John, I feel like. Yeah, so my cost of goods was $12.99 on this item, so that left me with a profit of $47.39 on this dress, and it only had it listed for like less than a month and a half, so great sale. The next item that sold was a Jones, New York 100% linen v-neck blouse, really nice and kind of like a relaxing summer top. This item was donated to my business, so cost of goods was $0 for me. I had this one listed at $18. I received an offer for $15 and accepted that offer, so that left me with a profit of $12 on that item. And that was on Poshmark. The next item was another Poshmark sale. This was this orange and white striped Nike Golf sleeveless top. Really lightweight, definitely good for like golfing and I guess outdoor activities. Kind of like your polo style with sleeveless. I had paid $1 for this item at the bins. It had been sitting for quite some time, so I was definitely ready to offload some stuff, and I received an offer for $10 on this item. I went ahead and accepted that, so that left me with a profit of $6.05. The next item that sold was on Poshmark, and it was this pair of Hurley Phantom dry fit shorts. These are always, I think, a good pickup as well, especially when I find them at the bins or at a garage sale. But, you know, some nice swim shorts. I feel like these are very, like, transitional and good for the summer. Like, guys tend to wear like lightweight, you know, dry fit type of shorts in the summer that also look nice. So I always pick these up when I see them. I had paid 78 cents for these shorts. I had these listed around, I think, the $15 mark, and I had sent out 30% offers. So this one sold in an offer to likers for $9 with a shipping discount, and that left me with a profit of $3.25. Now let me just say, during this period, there was like seriously like 4 days that I had no action on like my platforms. I was still delisting and relisting. My Poshmark VA is still sharing for me daily, but for some reason there was like nothing happening in my closet. I feel like, you know, I'm in a couple Facebook groups for Poshmark online, and it seemed like a large group of people were having not a lot of action. I feel like I have, you know, I still had people following me and still sharing my items, but I was receiving like no likes and no offers. It was really bizarre. So I did send out some offers, and I also kind of created bundles using my shopper tab in Poshmark. I created some bundles and sent out offers that way. But even with that, I felt like nothing was happening. So then, you know, June kicks in, and it was a little bit slow for me in the first couple days. And then yesterday, I'm filming on a Monday, so yesterday was Sunday, I made 2 sales, which, you know, weren't that bad. When it's been a dry period for me and then I get an offer, like, I just accept it, because I feel like for some reason it's like a kick in the algorithm for me. I don't know, but I had this pair of Zan Robe, I think that's how you say it, Zane Robe, men's black, kind of like a jogger style pant. I had found these at the bins and paid $1.06 for them. I had them listed in like the $30 to $35 range. And you know, I had some likes, but no one ever accepted any offers. And someone offered me $10, and I said, they're yours. So my profit was $5.99 on these pants. Happy to see them go. And then the last sale, this item I also picked up. Goodness, I think this was in my last thrift with me video that I did at the Goodwill. And I picked up these orange Chuck Taylor high top sneakers, super cute. They were a size 5, so I knew they might sit for a little bit, but honestly they didn't sit for that long at all. I had listed these mid-May, May 17th, and they sold on June 4th. I had them listed at $65 and sent out some offers. So I believe the gal had gotten an offer for $47. She counter offered and asked for $40, and I said sure. So my cost of goods for these was $6.99. They sold for $40, and my profit was $25.01. So totally a great flip for those. And I was, again, really excited because I feel like the smaller shoes sometimes, you know, can sit for a while, but they went really fast, and you know, great pick. So yeah, so, you know, again, 19 sales during this period. It wasn't, you know, my best, but hey, I made some really good sales and some fast flips. So I think that's where I'm trying to really find success these days, is like, hey, you know, I picked a good item. I need to continue in these things. So let me know how your sales have been. You know, if you see that certain things are moving a little faster, let me know. Give me a comment below. Those were my sales. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a good old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.